Follow-up question to that you guys have a WeFunder campaign that's been that ongoing, which is another great way to determine who your early supporters are.
Yeah.
What did you learn along the process of doing a campaign on WeFunder?
So we learned quite a bit. One of the things is we know who we're looking for, our target audience, who's going to use the platform on the consumer side, because those same people who are using the platform on, who are investing on the WeFunder are the same people who are in our Discord who are the most passionate about the project. Generally their ages are, once again, like 18 to about 30 is what we found, and they're really emotionally invested in the project. They want to see it do good. They've put their hard on capital into us, and trust us to be able to execute and get a product out and continue to grow the company.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that a lot of people are afraid to do. They're afraid to put something out there because they don't want to hear any potential bad news. They don't want someone to tell you that the product sucks. But if you do put it out there, the feedback that you can get, or the direction that people are going to tell you that they want the product to go, I mean, they're giving you the roadmap in terms of what features and functionality you should add to version 2, 3, and beyond.
Exactly.
100%. And we, one of the things, and this is when it comes back to the pitching. We've pitched. We've had one big batch where we talked to VCs very early on. I mean, it was way before MVP. We got feedback that we didn't necessarily like, but we needed it. And I mean, just by putting ourselves out there, we've avoided making a lot of mistakes and answered a lot of questions that we're like, oh, we got this figured out, but we really didn't have it figured out.
Yeah.
So, anything with sales or just in life, you got to put yourself out there. You got to be able to take the hard nose and the soft ones. That's one thing. You can't be afraid to put yourself out there, especially, and it's, don't get me wrong, it's scary. You don't want to hear somebody tell you your idea is dumb, or it's not going to work, or, somebody else is going to do it better. But I mean, that's just the name of the game.
Yep. They say the number one fear is public speaking. To me, that it's not. It's just rejection. Because why would people not want to public speak? They don't want to be. They're afraid to not be accepted. What they're saying is not accepted. So it was one of the things we focus on is how do we know if we don't know? And the only way we're going to know is the more shots you take. Like we said earlier, law of averages. It's a numbers game. If you put more in the top, it's going to come down in the bottom. And along that journey through that top of the funnel down to the bottom, you learn a lot. And then from there, you adapt, you grow, you apply it. And then at the end, that's where you see success. But no one sees all the shots, right? But you got to keep taking them because the people that succeed don't give up.
Another thing that was interesting too is that you guys you had one approach in terms of, I can't remember, was it TikTok or was it Snapchat, where you're engaging with the public, but then you had a minor pivot, you threw something on Twitter, and then that kind of blew up, and then you're like, man, our audience is on Twitter.
Yep.
What take us through that little micro journey, if you will.
Yeah, and I think that's marketing, and that's something I see, a lot of times people think with marketing or trying to just, like you said, reach an audience, they think, okay, well, if I just fire across everything and just keep going and going and going and going, eventually that works out too. But you also have to refine that process and figure out, like you just said, where is our audience, right? Like, why would we as a company spend, $5,000 on paid ads on Instagram, but we get no engagement, right? Nothing's coming from it. Versus, oh, wait a second, let's be, analytical here. Let's take our shots, let's put it out there, but let's also look at the data and let that also help guide the way. So for us, that was a big thing. Social media is obviously going to be a huge way we market. In a lot of ways it's free. And who doesn't have social media? Most people, right? And so for us, it was, okay, let's take a step back. Let's look at the numbers. We've been doing this long enough where we have compiled data, and we went, wow, we get the best results from Twitter. And, I think, Tim, you and I talked about this a little bit, and Stan as well. We were all there. Part of that is just because that seems to be the go-to platform more people trust for more of like social engagement, but also for more serious, right? And it seems to be the preferred platform. And I think you would even agree with me. I see you're pretty active on Twitter. So for us, it was looking at it and going, okay, let's keep putting things out across Instagram, but let's pivot a lot of our focus and more intentional content to our audience and where they are. So yeah, that was a very, I think a journey that at first, to be honest, I thought, oh, it's going to be Instagram. It's going to be, these TikTok reels. But really, if you think about what those platforms are used for, it's not quite even what we're looking for.
Yeah, it's interesting, especially because around here locally, at least in the 757 Hampton Roads area, Twitter's not really utilized. It's interesting. Like even with people on the show, it's like, hey, what's your Twitter handle, so that we can, when we do release the show, we can mention you and we can cross communicate or market, if you will. And not a lot of people around here have it. And I really think it's an opportunity missed, and Twitter has worked well for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is, I never thought about that, Tim, until you just said it. So
yeah. I'm curious, Josh, how long is it going to take before you rebrand the current Pocket Properties purple to the actual hex code of Ravens purple?
Yeah, that's been a slow process. We got some Steelers fans on the team. Oh man, it's been, I know, right? That's the face I like to see, Zach.
To answer your question, Tim, just so that we get this out in the public, some are saying that the Browns are going to release Baker Mayfield and the Steelers would pick him up. Wouldn't that be something if he goes to the Steelers and has a 15-year career there? That would be very interesting. Just to get it on the record out there.
It won't matter. We'll help him set an interception record either way.
There you go. All right. Is there anything we haven't talked about that you want to talk about?
I think, no, this was great. I mean, it's always fun whenever we get a chance to talk to you guys, and anything, with StartWheel and anything, has been great, and great experience. So I don't know, Stan, do you have anything off the top of your head? I mean, I guess the big thing is, if you're interested, we're super open. We're out there, check out our WeFunder. Our website is live. We're also pretty active on Discord. So if you really want to connect with us and you really want to ask Stan or I something directly, we will respond. That's really us. Same thing. You could shoot me something on Twitter. There you go. And, we'd love to answer questions or connect with any audience or anybody that wants to know more about us.
Awesome.
Anything else?
Well, yeah, I wish you guys continued success. It's been fun watching your journey thus far, and you're just getting started. So I'm super excited for you guys.
That's right. Yeah, we're super excited too. Thank you guys for the support as well. Thank you.
See you guys soon. Peace.
All right. Take care.
Are you stuck in your home office, socially distanced coffee shop, or your fancy, all bricked out corner office, wondering why no one can see your business and sales are all over the place? Sounds like you need a pro. That's why I developed the Anomaly Academy. Insert clever copy here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to put something else there. Oops. You can grab access to the Anomaly Academy now at zachmillersays.com/Anomaly Academy.